So the starting 11 for Hornchurch today, Arthur Nasser starts in goal. The back four of Gibbs, Edwards, Josh Hare and Giles Phillips. A midfield three of Aaron Henry, Josh Rees, who's the captain for Hornchurch, and Charlie Pegram. Playing behind an attacking front three of Henry Sandat, Angelo Balanta and Miles Weston.
Late than never.
I think so. Henry kicks it long. Hornchurch, edge of Eastbourne box. Pegram, edge of the box, cuts into the box, dribbles, gets taken down, no penalty. Goes off for a corner. Big appeals, Chris. Hornchurch players line up on the edge of the box. Henry chips it in. Defended. Eastbourne look to break. However,
from Sandat.
Sandat dispossesses, looks to cut the ball into the 6-yard box. Oh, and it's just missed.
Well, had a very close attempt there. It was
should have scored.
Scuffed clearance, and I think it came very quickly. I think it was Frankie Edwards actually with the little attempt.
Pegram collects, turns away. Sandat on the halfway line, down the left wing. Pegram chases. Pegram cuts into the Eastbourne box.
Gets the better of Lockerbird,
Cross,
and his deflected cross fails to reach Miles Weston. I don't think he anticipated it, the experienced winger. Josh Hare. Pegram lays it off back to Weston. Takes on Taylor. Weston! And his low shots saved efficiently by Willie Williamson.
Which he does. Weston's out on the right for Hornchurch, bounces around. Cleared by Taylor. Back to Hornchurch.
Weston advances. Pegram with a little 1-2 back to the experienced winger Weston. Looking for Sandat! First opportunity of the game for Henry Sandat. He scored with his head against Dagenham, and he was quite unlucky there. Good play between Pegram and Weston.
Henry's on the halfway line, he takes a free kick. Kicks it diagonal towards Eastbourne's box, being cleared. Pegram challenges Rees to Sandat, lines up for a shot, edge of the box.
He slips, but Rees took over there. Sandat slipped over. I feel like there was a little bit of miscommunication between the captain for today, Rees, and Pegram.
Eastbourne trying to mount some sort of an attack. Hornchurch take possession. Henry midfield, kicks it straight to Lintott in midfield. Dispossessed by Pegram. Sandat takes over.
He's had a bright start to the game as Charlie Pegram.
Yeah, he always good, Chris. Lively customer.
Yeah, without Tom Raitt in the team today, I think Pegram would see this as a chance to try and get a few run of games under his belt, really.
I think so. Ball's down the right for Hornchurch. Cuts into the Eastbourne box. Straight across. And it's a goal. Balanta with his left foot, side foot. Hornchurch 1, Eastbourne 0 in the 20th minute.
And the pressure from the Urchins early on pays off. Balanta looked a little bit unmarked at the back post, I have to say, but he really didn't break a sweat. It was just the swing of his left foot.
Henry is going to take the corner. He's got a short option, plays it right out to Sandat, edge of the box, shoots. Oh, strong shot, keeper saves. Flag goes up. Offside.
Well, the confidence is flowing through Sandat. It was a good effort. Just a little more than 10 minutes left in this first half, a first half which has been fairly controlled by the Urchins. Balanta opening the scoring. Sandat flicks on to the goal scorer. Pegram. Josh Rees. It was bouncing, and he hit a right-footed effort just wide.
Gibbs kicks it long. Looking for Amateo. Moves the ball on. Ball's kicked back by Henry in a chancy kind of a way. And it's okay. Nesta sweeps the ball up. Lintott nearly had a shot over Nesta's head, didn't come to anything.
That was quite a speechless last few moments there.
They're killing me.
Nesta.
Here we go. Henry takes a free kick for Hornchurch into the Eastbourne box where he shoots. Parried by the keeper. Shot again. It's scored. Harry Gibbs on the edge of the 6-yard box. Scoots it past the Borough keeper.
2-0 to the Urchins. Harry Gibbs keeps up his personal run of good results against Eastbourne. I mentioned earlier he was unbeaten with them at Averley a couple of years ago. And Harry Gibbs gets his first goal at the Bridge this season. Normally he scores bangers, as we've seen this season. This one was a little bit more easier.
Out to Weston, but he loses it. Taylor runs forward with the ball down the Eastbourne left. Hare, Shields, Taylor passes in, and it's going to be cleared by Edwards, only to Bird. Centre circle. Bird runs forward with the ball, outright to Lintott. Crosses the ball in. Cry of away from Hornchurch. A shot and save by Nesta. Dives to his left, out to Phillips, who boots it along the line. West last. Might get a spot of rain.
Hornchurch been clinical in this first half, taking their chances when they come. Oh, a little bit of a loose back pass from Pegram, and he's bailed out by Arthur Nasta. Danger still not clear. Mateo finds the palms of Nasta. Charlie Pegram breathing a huge sigh of relief. He has had a very good first half up until that point.
Bird for Eastbourne. Looks up into the Hornchurch box, but cleared. Gibbs launches it long. Phipps heads it back in. Reese, it's on the floor. Sandat tries to take control.
Lovely ball out to Miles Weston, who can come into the penalty area. Lovely sliding challenge. Brilliant recovery. Miles Weston finding a bit of space. Alexander. Trusty. The substitute. Anifuoza. Mateo flicks it onto George Alexander. Josh Hare manages to get a foot in. Nice one-touch football from Eastbourne, and rather getting in each other's way there for the eventual effort. Space for a shot. Oh, and it's hit the crossbar. Eastbourne's best attack by far. It was a deflected effort.
Dispossessed. Henry just about gets it to Weston. Back to Henry. Looks up, looks for a decent ball right the way out on the left to Pegram.
Lovely flick on. Sandat. 3-on-2. Henry Sandat just drags it wide. The stadium held its breath.
Trusty in the middle of the pitch, pushing forward for Eastbourne. Chips it into the box. Anifuoza shields the ball, turns around, edge of the box. Trusty lines up for a shot, and it goes in.
But it's offside.
Offside. Sigh of relief. Eastbourne throw near the Hornchurch box, thrown back to Phipps. Moves forward with the ball. Edge of the box. Ball comes into the 6-yard. Saved by Nesta. It's bouncing around. 6-yard cleared. Nesta saves with his legs.
Lovely goalkeeping from the man on from Wolves. He wants this clean sheet. He knows how important it would launch pad Hornchurch's new year. Pressure's still not averted. Phipps to Trusty. Anifuoza up against Sam Ling. Ling manages to win the header. Reese just loses out, but Aaron Henry makes absolutely sure.
Boots it upfield, it's gone off. Eastbourne throw.
It's been a decent game from the Hornchurch defence, but one or two times. Harry, great way to start the year. Clean sheet, 2-0 win. Can't ask much more from a defence, really.
No, it was, I think good to get back out there. We've obviously been training hard the last few weeks as well, and yeah, obviously a few changes forced, but yeah, I thought all the boys dug in well, put sort of heads on the line, and Arthur's made a few good saves as well.
So as a defender, coming up against George Alexander, who was one of the top scorers in the league last season, do you sort of adjust your game? Do you try to mark him a little bit differently, or do you just go about it as if it's, you know, another game really for you?
I think it's just another game, but it sort of helped us. Well, not necessarily helped us, but he dropped in a bit more. We played more in the 10, so you have to deal with the big lad up top and sort of more runners in behind. But he's got clever movement. You're aware of the danger, but I don't think you approach it any differently than normal.
This season you're used to scoring a couple of great goals, as we saw early on in this season. This one, I'm guessing, one of the more easier ones in your career.
Yeah, I think it's sort of similar to the Dover one. You just sort of find yourself in a bit of space and just react to the second ball, and it's, yeah, fortunate that it's fell to me and managed to still put it in the net while falling over as well. But yeah.
Harry, very close. Hornchurch, very, very fighting at the top of the table. You must be really proud of what you and the guys are achieving, you know, coming in the new year, keeping a clean sheet and really sticking up to the big boys at the top.
Yeah, I think it's always good. It's still very early in the season. There's a long way to go with regards to winning it or being up there by the end of it. But yeah, I think you just take one game at a time. Obviously got FA Trophy on Tuesday night, and then we go into a busy period. And then I think you see where you are at the end of that, and you can have a little look and see what you can do.
Daryl, great way to start 2026 and a great way to continue your push towards the top of the table. 2-0 win against Eastbourne. What are your thoughts on the game?
Really happy. In particular in the first half, I thought we were outstanding. You're kind of disappointed, and you've only come in 2-0, the amount of real opportunities we had. Eastbourne have obviously got a new staff from the National League. Tommy, who's a good manager, and Hugo as well. Recruited some good players as well. You can see they're a big side, really physical. I felt we dealt with that for the most part really well. My only critique of us would be that we didn't convert more of a chance that we created, but considering we haven't played since December as well, I think the boys put in a fantastic performance, and that goes back to as well how they've trained over the last few weeks. They've trained really hard. They've been really committed to training. I think we've seen that today.
Yeah, touching on that, it's been a couple of weeks since obviously the last game against Maidstone. Is there a sort of change in mentality? Does it sort of get any easier to keep these boys sharp and match fit?
Yeah, it's difficult because you want to play, don't you? So you want to play games, and we've had a couple of games called off late, which means you have to rearrange training quickly, and lads who have kind of, especially on Tuesday, gone to work without training kit, and then the game's called off, they've got to come straight to training, so we've got to organise stuff for that, but their commitment and their endeavour to work hard is never in doubt with us, and I thought we've seen, like I said, the way we've trained over the last few weeks, so I'm not that surprised at the performance today, and now we've got to back up again Tuesday night.
Going into that second half, were you talking to the lads, just trying to sort of say to them, look, calm down, stay composed, we've got a good lead, and just try and see it through to full time rather?
Not really. I think it was more about us doing the same as we've done in the first half. I think we have to stay on the front foot. We're good when we're like that. I thought like we got some youngsters again back in the team today who I thought were outstanding. I'm sure we'll get onto it, but the 4 young boys who played today I thought were absolutely awesome, and we've got real energy and legs and pace in the team, and I think we've seen that today.
Yeah, coming on for his debut, Sam Ling and obviously Dave Winfield for the first time in front of the home fans. You talked about the rescheduling of fixtures. There's a lot of fixtures coming up over the next couple of weeks. How important is that squad depth, and how important it is that you sort of integrate Sam into the team and obviously give Dave a lot of minutes as there's a lot of games coming up?
Yeah, I think first of all with Sam, bringing Sam on, I thought he was outstanding again. He's an aggressive 1v1 defender. I think you've seen that. He's terrific in the air as well. He gets tight, he stops crosses. He's a leader as well. He's got fantastic experience, so he can talk across the line. And Dave, you know, there was no one better to bring on really in terms of putting plonking someone in the middle of your back three for the last, you know, whatever it was, 5-10 minutes of the game to head balls out of the box and organised and winning. I thought he done that really well for us.